in a remarkable gesture of international solidarity. The United Kingdom has announced a funding package of £2.5 million to support Jamaica in delivering emergency supplies to those most in need. The aid will include essential relief items such as shelter kits, water filters, and blankets. As the Caribbean nation faces one of its most challenging humanitarian moments in recent years, the funding comes as Jamaica continues to grapple with the devastating impact of recent storms and widespread flooding that have left thousands of people displaced, homes destroyed, and critical infrastructure severely damaged. For many families, this assistance could not have come at a more urgent time. According to official sources, the UK's contribution will be directed through trusted humanitarian partners working on the ground to ensure that help reaches the most vulnerable communities quickly and effectively. The supplies, including emergency shelters, clean water systems, and protective blankets, are expected to bring immediate relief to people struggling to rebuild their lives after the natural disaster. Speaking about the announcement, the British High Commissioner to Jamaica highlighted the deep and historic ties between the two countries. She emphasized that the United Kingdom stands with Jamaica in times of need and reaffirmed the UK's long-standing commitment to helping Commonwealth nations in moments of crisis. She stated, and I quote, "Our support reflects the enduring partnership between the United Kingdom and Jamaica. We are proud to stand alongside the Jamaican people as they recover and rebuild stronger than before." This emergency funding forms part of a broader effort by the UK government to provide swift humanitarian responses across the Caribbean region, which has become increasingly vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Rising sea levels, stronger hurricanes, and unpredictable weather patterns have created recurring challenges for island nations that depend heavily on agriculture and tourism, two sectors often hit hardest by natural disasters. Jamaica, known for its rich culture, resilience, and natural beauty, has faced mounting difficulties in recent months. Torrential rains have triggered landslides, washed away crops, and disrupted essential services such as electricity and clean water access. For local communities, the combination of economic hardship and environmental destruction has created a growing humanitarian need. Local authorities have welcomed the UK's support, saying it will make a tangible difference in the lives of thousands of affected residents. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development expressed gratitude for the international assistance, noting that collaboration and unity are key in overcoming such challenges. Humanitarian agencies working in Jamaica have also praised the UK's move, calling it timely and impactful. Representatives from the Red Cross and other NGOs said the additional funding would help them scale up relief operations, deliver critical aid faster, and restore basic living conditions in hard-hit regions. Soft background music for many Jamaicans. The arrival of shelter kits and clean water systems brings hope amid despair. Stories are emerging from communities where people have been sleeping in temporary tents, where families have lost everything but continue to show remarkable strength. One local resident shared her experience when the floods came. "We lost our home and everything inside. We were living in the open for days. Knowing that help is coming gives us courage to keep going." Such testimonies reveal the human face of the crisis and why international aid plays such an essential role. The £2.5 million contribution may seem like a number on paper, but for countless families, it represents warmth, safety, and survival. Experts say the UK's aid package is also part of a growing pattern of global cooperation in response to climate-related disasters, with more frequent and intense storms affecting small island nations. Global solidarity is becoming not just a moral duty, but a necessity for sustainable recovery. Environmental analysts note that Jamaica's geographic position in the Caribbean makes it highly exposed to tropical systems. In the past decade alone, the island has faced multiple storms that caused extensive damage, resulting in billions in losses and slowing down economic growth. In response, both local and international actors have been advocating for stronger climate resilience strategies, including better flood defenses, improved housing infrastructure, and early warning systems. The UK's recent contribution is seen not only as short-term relief, but also as a reaffirmation of its commitment to supporting long-term resilience in the Caribbean. Beyond the emergency supplies, part of the funding is expected to help strengthen Jamaica's disaster preparedness programs, enhance community awareness, and improve coordination among relief agencies. These steps are crucial in ensuring that when the next disaster strikes, the response can be faster, more organized, and more effective. Music transitioned to a hopeful tone. The news has sparked positive reactions across social media and international forums. Many users have praised the UK for extending a helping hand to a Commonwealth partner, calling it an example of friendship in action. Others have urged world leaders to follow suit, stressing that climate-induced disasters demand global attention, not just regional sympathy. Jamaica's Prime Minister also acknowledged the UK's generosity in a public statement, expressing heartfelt thanks on behalf of the nation. He noted that rebuilding communities will take time, but with international support, Jamaica can recover stronger than ever. He said, "We deeply appreciate the UK government's assistance and the compassion of the British people. Together, we will rebuild homes, restore life, and renew hope for every Jamaican affected by this crisis." The Prime Minister's message resonated with many citizens who have been rallying together to assist neighbors, share food and water, and volunteer in cleanup operations. The spirit of unity among Jamaicans has been described as both inspiring and unbreakable. Meanwhile, the UK government has reaffirmed that this is not a one-time gesture. Officials have indicated that future collaborations on disaster risk reduction and climate resilience are being planned, in partnership with Caribbean governments and regional organizations. This continuing engagement reflects the UK's broader foreign policy vision, supporting small island nations that are on the front line of climate change, while promoting sustainable development, renewable energy adoption, and economic diversification. Sound effect: gentle waves, birds, breeze as the sun rises over Jamaica's lush hills and blue waters. A sense of cautious optimism begins to return. The journey ahead will not be easy. Rebuilding homes, restoring infrastructure, and healing communities takes time, but with international allies like the United Kingdom, the island nation has a renewed sense of hope. The story of this aid is more than just a diplomatic transaction. It is a reflection of shared humanity, a reminder that when disaster strikes, borders fade, and compassion becomes the universal language that unites us all. For countless Jamaican families who lost their homes, this assistance means a warm blanket against the night chill, clean water for their children, and a shelter to call their own once again. Pause. Emotional tone. It reminds us that, even in a world divided by distance and politics, acts of kindness continue to bridge the gap between nations. And today, as the United Kingdom extends its helping hand, Jamaica stands not alone, but supported, cared for, and seen. This is not just a story about aid. It is a story about resilience, humanity, and the power of global solidarity in times of need. As both nations look to the future, this partnership offers a powerful message. Together, we can face any storm, rebuild what's broken, and create a more compassionate world. Music Riz's hopeful ending theme, voiceover, closing. This has been your update on the United Kingdom's emergency funding for Jamaica, a reminder that compassion knows no borders, and that in times of crisis, humanity always finds a way to shine. For more updates on global aid, international cooperation, and climate resilience stories, stay tuned, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video to spread awareness.